Why have I waited so long to do an 80s quiz? I love the decade. The movies, the music, the fashion, the general vibe. And I'm guessing you enjoy the 80s as well, hence why you clicked on this quiz. But how well do you know the decade? In this quiz there will be 30 questions. With most questions you'll get about 20 seconds to answer, sometimes longer if I'm looking for multiple answers, and if you need even longer to answer than that, simply pause the video and answers will be given at the end of the quiz. That way if there's an answer at the back of your head and you can't quite get it, at least you've got till the end of the video to remember what that answer is. Are you ready? Have you got your pen, your paper? Let's do this. Question 1. Which 1982 album became the best selling of all time? Question 2. In the movie Gremlins, there are 3 rules for looking after Gizmo the Mogwai. What are the 3 rules? And you will get a point for each correct answer.
Isn't it cute? Has it got a name, Dad?
Yeah, Mogwai.
What?
Mogwai. I don't know, some Chinese word. I just call him Gizmo. He seems to like it.
Question 3. Which hairstyle, popular in the 80s, was short at the front and the sides but long at the back? A hairstyle that many of us are bringing back. Not by choice, but because of self-isolation. Question 4. You definitely know these ladies. What is the name of this iconic TV show that debuted in 1985?
I totally cut off his sex.
You mean it grows back?
Yes, Rose, he's a lizard.
Question 5. Mount St. Helens erupted in which US state? Question 6. In which video game did the iconic Mario first appear? Question 7. At the 1980 Olympic Games in Lake Placid, New York, the US hockey team astounded the world by winning the gold medal. Which team did the US defeat in the final match to capture the gold? And I'm pretty sure that question could have been shortened. I apologise.
Great moments are born from great opportunity. And that's what you have here tonight, boys. That's what you've earned here tonight.
Question 8. What was the name of this popular Roald Dahl book about a young girl who was mistreated by her parents and evil principal? Question 9. Which of the following was not a character in Top Gun out of Goose, Iceman, Cobra and Viper?
You're the one.
Yes, ma'am. All right, gentlemen, we have a hop to take. The hard deck on this hop will be 10,000 feet. There'll be no engagement below that.
Question 10. Which 80s TV show's theme song starts with the lyrics, "Making your way in the world today takes everything you've got"? Ha! Relatable. Question 11. In 1984, pop singer Michael Jackson, his hair was caught on fire filming a commercial. What product was he selling? Here's some lyrics to Rick Astley's Never Gonna Give You Up. Other than give you up, what else is Rick never gonna do? So basically, fill in the blanks and you'll get a point for each correct answer. That's right, this question alone is worth a whopping 7 points. We know each other for so long. Sorry. '13. The first Disney park to be built outside of the US, that opened in which country back in 1983? Question 14. Which 80s movie spawned 6 sequels and a TV series? Question 15. What was abolished by France in 1981, the Netherlands in 1982, Australia in 1985, and New Zealand in 1989? Every now and then I get a little bit nervous that the best of all the years have gone by. Oh, it was so hard to say that without doing it in the tune of the song. Which song is it from 1983? The first commercial CD players were introduced by which 2 companies in 1984? Because I'm generous, you'll get a point for each correct answer. What is the relationship between He-Man and She-Ra? Are they brother and sister, cousins, neighbours, or divorced but amicable? Question 19. In which movie would you hear the line, "I am serious and don't call me Shirley"? I love that line. Which movie is it from? And for a bonus point, name the character that said it.
You familiar with that face?
I don't know. My memory ain't so great.
Oh, yeah? Maybe this'll refresh your memory.
I don't know, it's still kind of hazy.
How about this?
Yeah, I remember him. I used to see him around. Why do you want to know?
I can't tell you that.
Well, maybe this'll help.
I really don't think I should.
Yeah, you still don't think so?
All right, his name is Nordberg. He's a cop.
Question 20. In November 1989, a wall was able to be crossed for the first time in decades without a threat of death. In which country was this wall? In which 80s movie was Alan Rickman's first feature film role? What was the first music video to air on MTV? Was it What's Love Got to Do With It? Video Killed the Radio Star? Physical? Or Girls Just Want to Have Fun? '23, in which movie would you hear the line, "We came, we saw, we kicked its ass," and for a bonus point, name the character that said it? Ass? I don't know. Question 24. What was the best-selling single of the decade in the UK? '25. Which cast member from the Dukes of Hazzard was elected to Congress in the 1980s? Was it Ben Jones, Rick Hurst, Tom Wopat, or Denver Pyle?
You know, for 8 years, I've been wondering how that happened. When the sun finally rose on Hazzard the morning of the big race 8 years ago, the sound of a powerful motor could be heard coming out of Cruder's garage.
'26. Remember these? What were they called? Question 27. In the movie Back to the Future, why does Lorraine accidentally refer to Marty as Calvin?
Doc, you better back up. We don't have enough road to get up to 88.
Roads? Where we're going, we don't need roads.
28. Who was not president during the 80s out of the following? Jimmy Carter, Bill Clinton, Ronald Reagan, and George H.W. Bush. '29. Which of the following movies was not directed by John Hughes out of Uncle Buck, The Breakfast Club, Curly Sue, and Pretty in Pink? And your final question. In 1986, the UK and France, they announced plans to construct what? Before we do the answers, if you have taken part with friends and family, chances are you probably want to switch your papers. And whilst you do so, let me just very quickly take this opportunity to say that writing the questions for this quiz, filming, editing, the whole process from start to finish probably takes about 12 hours. I know, world's smallest violin. Hear me out. All I'm trying to say is because of the amount of time that does go into this, every time I get a new subscriber, every time the video gets a like, a comment, honestly, it makes it so worthwhile. It means more to me than you realise. So if you could do any of those to support the channel, thank you in advance. Are you ready then? Answer time! Question 1 was, which 1982 album became the best-selling album of all time? The answer was Thriller. Question 2, in the movie Gremlins, there are 3 rules for looking after Gizmo the Mogwai. What were those rules? And as I said, a point for each correct answer. Don't get them wet, don't expose them to bright light, and don't feed them after midnight. Question 3, which hairstyle popular in the 80s was short at the front and sides and long in the back? It was the mullet. 4, you definitely know these ladies. What is the name of the iconic TV show that debuted in 1985? The answer is The Golden Girls. Question 5, Mount St. Helens erupted in which American state? It was Washington. Question 6, in which video game did the iconic Mario first appear? And the answer is Donkey Kong. 7, at the 1980 Olympic Games in Lake Placid, New York, the US hockey team astounded the world by winning the gold medal. Which team did the US defeat in the final match to capture the gold? And the answer is Finland. Number 8, what was the name of the popular Roald Dahl book about the young girl who was mistreated by her parents and evil principal? It was Matilda. Number 9, which of the following was not a character in Top Gun? The answer was Cobra. 10, which 80s TV show theme song begins with the lyrics, "Making your way in the world today takes everything you've got"? And the answer is Cheers. 11, in 1984, pop singer Michael Jackson's hair was accidentally set on fire during a commercial. What product was he selling? It was Pepsi. 12, I gave you some lyrics to Rick Astley's Never Gonna Give You Up, other than give you up. What was Rick Astley never gonna do? Basically, I said to fill in the blanks and you would get a point for each correct answer, which means this is worth a whopping 7 points, and the answers are let you down, run around, desert you, make you cry, say goodbye, tell a lie, hurt you. 13, the first Disney park to be built outside the US was opened in which country in 1983? It was Japan. 14, which 80s movie spawned 6 sequels and a TV series? It was Police Academy. 15, what was abolished by France in 1981, the Netherlands in 1982, Australia in 1985, and New Zealand in 1989? It was the death penalty. 16, every now and then I get a little bit nervous that the best of all the years have gone by. These are lyrics to which 1983 hit? It is Total Eclipse of the Heart, of course by Bonnie Tyler. 17, the first commercial CD players were introduced by which 2 companies in 1984? A point for each correct answer. They are Sony and Philips. 18, what is the relationship between He-Man and She-Ra? They are brother and sister. 19, in which 80s movie would you hear the line, "I am serious and don't call me Shirley"? For a bonus point, I said to name the character that said it. So a point if you got Dr. Rummock or Airplane. 20, in November 1989, a wall was able to be crossed for the first time in decades without a threat of death? In which country was this wall? I am of course talking about the Berlin Wall in Germany. 21. Which 80s movie was Alan Rickman's first feature film role? It was Die Hard. Great film. 22. What was the first music video to air on MTV? It was Video Killed the Radio Star, which is pretty ironic. 23. In which 80s movie would you hear this line? We came, we saw, we kicked its ass. For a bonus point, name the character that said it. So a point for Peter Venkman and a point for Ghostbusters. 24. What was the best-selling single of the decade in the UK? The answer is Do They Know It's Christmas? 25. Which cast member from the Dukes of Hazzard was elected to Congress in the 1980s? It was Ben Jones. 26. I showed you a picture of an iconic toy from the 80s. What was it? It was a Cabbage Patch Kid. 27. In Back to the Future, why does Lorraine mistakenly refer to Marty as Calvin? It's because he's wearing Calvin Klein underwear. 28. I listed a few presidents and asked you who was not a president during the 80s. The answer is Bill Clinton. 29. Which of the following movies was not directed by John Hughes? And the answer is Pretty in Pink. And 30. In 1986, the United Kingdom and France announced plans to construct what? And the answer is a tunnel. That, of course, being the Channel Tunnel. So how did you do? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to check out the channel as well, where you will find loads of other quizzes and much more. I hope you enjoyed this. Honestly, it means a lot that you took part and stuck with me right till the end. I look forward to seeing you next time. I bloody love you.